Hey, today we are going to work on It's All Been Done by the Barenaked Ladies. I'm not a huge fan of these guys. It's pretty rockin' tune. We used to cover it when I was in a band, so I thought I'd run it down for you. There's an acoustic and electric. I'll do the acoustic part first, and then I'll run through and I'll show the electric part, which is pretty much backing up the acoustic, and then it's got a solo. So it starts off with the intro, which is starts with a G, a D, a G, an E minor, and then an A, but it's not a full A. It's not the bar. It's second fret on the D and on the B. So this is the G stays open. You can bar it. It's no big deal. But for some reason that note rings out. And then you're going to do a hammer on from the second to the third. So it does that twice. So with most Barenaked Ladies tunes, and I heard this in an interview with Ed Robinson. Barenaked Ladies started out with just two guys, him and Stephen Page, and they just two guys, two vocals, two acoustic guitars. So he says that he became very percussive with the strumming, and it still rings true. So the strumming is more like a. Okay, so that's the opening, which you do twice, and then that's the front half of the verses. So I bet you for wrong, and I bet you to let me take you home. And then it goes into the second half of the verses, which is a D to a D to a B. So I'll show you what that is. You were wrong, I was right. Say goodbye, say goodnight. So what you're doing is you're doing a D, then you're adding the pinky on the third of the G string, then you're doing a B minor, and then you're moving the pinky to the fifth on the G string. So basically what you're doing is you're trying to get the notes to follow. Woohoo! Right, so and then you go into the woohoo-hoos, which is a G. It's all been done to a B minor, woohoo-hoo to a D with that little hammer on. Woohoo! It's all been E minor, done, B. To an A. So the chorus again. Woohoo! It's all been done. Right to that A. And then it goes into the third verse. I knew you before the West was run. And that's the same as the first, and then it goes into a bridge, and the bridge is it's basically the second half of the verses first. So when in the bridge where it says, if I put my fingers here and if I say I love you dear, it's a so it's again, but now it's sort of like plucky, so it's sort of like sort of plucky. So again, you're following that. And if I play the same 3 chords, will you just yawn and say, woohoo? With the rest of the chorus. And then it goes into the guitar solo, which just does the verses twice. So the D, G, E, A, D, G, E, A, D. Does that twice. And then goes into the third verse with Alone and Bored on a 30th Century Night. And into the chorus, but so you do the chorus, woo-hoo-hoo, woo-hoo-hoo, it's all been done, woo-hoo-hoo, it's all been done before, and then you go right back into it, woo-hoo-hoo, woo-hoo-hoo, and then instead of going to the A, you go right back into the woo-hoo-hoo, B minor, D. Instead of going to the A, you finish on the D. So that last bit is. Finishes on the D. Okay, so that's the acoustic part. Stay tuned for the electric. Okay, so as I said, the electric doubles the acoustic. So it's got the D to the G, to the E, and then the A. It's kind of doing like a little. It's not really doing the A as an A. It's on the B string. It's a B 2 3 4 on the G. Pull up. He does a few of those. Some other noodly bits he does during the bridge. He's like, so the walk up on the G from the 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, lots of other little noodly bits around the chords, but the main thing for the electric is the solo. It's up on the 7th fret on the, starts on the D. That's it. So palm mutes the D string, drops down to the G, and then straight down to the B. Hammer on from the 7 to the 8, and G on the 9 to the 7. Vibrato on the D9. And then again. And then this time go. So you slide on the G, 9, 8 of the B, and then 10, 9 on the E. like he bars double stop on the E and the B, and then the G. And what you're going to try to do is, even though you double stop, you've got this finger here, you're going to go 10 to 12 to 10 to 12 to 14 to 15. Similar to that other part, but now you go back to the 7, to the 10 of the B, and then back into the. So let me see if I can run that solo again. That's pretty much it. And then, like I said, the it then follows, and it's the most dominant sound when it ends, and it's got that ends on that D. That actually it's kind of almost a little bit tremolo-y. But you don't have to do that part. Alright, that's a tune. Thanks.